Now let's talk about the design that we were discussing earlier. So what we are going to do is we are going to parse the JSON and we want to show the data on the UI like an image and a text view, but how to do it properly, the correct way. Now we discussed about repository pattern, so we'll use that. So I create a package name source. I create a new class here that is data repository, and this is our repository. Now this repository will be used in our view model. So view model will have a reference to it. It will be private. Data repository, yes, this one, data repository. And in our main activity we want to display that movie name, right? This was our JSON, so we want to show this movie name and an year and this image. So let's ask our view model to provide that. So we ask our view model to fetch movie, and let's put it on hold because now we need a lot more components for it to work. So let's first start with the contract. I'll create another package that is API maybe, and I'll create another class that is, let's say, movies API. This is a class. This should be an interface. Now this interface says, okay, one more thing, we need to create models as well. So let's create another package that is model. Now model is, oh, it's outside, yes. So we want to create a model for our movies class, and we have something called data classes in Kotlin that allows you to create POJOs that we have in Java. So we will have these getters and setters all created, and they will be less code to write. Now this is what we are trying to create JSON for, the POJOs, the models for. Let's put this thing here just for reference and let's analyze. So at the top level we have a JSON object, then we have a JSON array, then we have another JSON object. This is the last entity, so let's create this first. We'll call it movie. What does it have? It have a private movie string. Make sure that the name is same as given here, otherwise it will not work. Just for now, we have ways to make it work with different name as well, but for now make sure that the name is same. The last thing is image. Okay, so we have created this part. Now we need to create this. This is, we already know that it is something, it's array or list, right? So can we use list? Yeah, we can. We'll write well movies, and it's a list of type movie. This name should also be same that you have given here, and we need an outer level object. This is going to take care of that. So we have this movies object that is going to return a list of movies, and they will have data inside it. And now we have our POJOs ready. Let's go back to our API. Now our API will have a method that will return get movies, and it will return movies. So that's pretty much it. Now the next thing we will see is how to put it all together. So we have an API here, but we need an implementation. So this is just a contract, right? And why we are creating this contract? So that we can have multiple implementations, and we will have ways to switch to implementations if we want to, without removing or changing much of our code.